Good morning, students. How are you all? I hope you all are doing good. Okay, students, shall we come back to our lesson today in accountancy? Now we are in the sixth lesson, isn't it? Subsidiary books. In the subsidiary books, we have learned how to prepare the purchases book, then purchase returns book, sales book, and sales returns book. So there is one problem having all these together. Okay, that we will do later because you know which one will come in which of these four books. So next one we are going to learn the other two books, bills receivable book and bills payable book. Okay, the next subsidiary books. Then the last cash book, that means the first main book is the cash book that we will learn in the next lesson. So before learning about the book, we should know what is bills of exchange. Okay, what is bills of exchange? So this one is related to the credit sales, okay, or credit purchase. So when this bill we use often, isn't it? But we say that one even if it is a cash memo or when we get a cash receipt, we say that is bill in short. But in accountancy, what is a bill? What is a bill of exchange? That is called bill of exchange. What it is? Because usually the sales are done for credit only, isn't it? Nowadays the business organizations, in order to increase the volume of sales, they welcome the credit sales. Credit sales means the cash is not paid immediately, isn't it? So the seller should have some guarantee for the amount that he has to receive from the buyer. So what he does, he prepares a bill. Okay, he prepares that bill and he will get the signature. That means that will be accepted by the buyer, one who buys goods on credit. Okay, the amount will be written and the time of period also will be written. So when he will repay that amount, so if he has accepted that he will pay that the amount written on the bill of exchange, then the seller can discount that bill in his bank and he can get the cash immediately from the bank. That is discounting that we will learn one by one. So first we will learn the and now I have explained you the meaning. Now I will explain the definition of bill of exchange. Definition I will show with the book. Okay, because it is the one of the question answer. Okay, definition of bill of exchange, very short answer, ninth one. Okay, you mark it. According to the Negotiable Instruments Act. So this Negotiable Instruments Act related to bill of exchange, check, okay, promissory notes, all these are the credit instruments. Okay, so this negotiable instruments, that negotiable means transferable. Okay, we can transfer this instrument. So there is an act, Negotiable Instruments Act in the year 1881. Bill of exchange is an instrument. So we know it is an instrument in writing. So we know that it is written by whom? The seller. So first one, it is an instrument in writing. Then containing an unconditional order. Here there is no order. Okay, unconditional order only. Here order to pay, no condition. Okay, it is their order is there, but that order is not conditional, unconditional. Signed by the maker. It will be signed by the maker or we will say a drawer, one who draws the bill of exchange. Okay, we never say one who writes, one who draws the bill of exchange. He is the maker. Then directing a certain person to pay a certain sum of money. So that bill of exchange is directing a certain person. That means certain person means the credit buyer to pay a certain sum of money only. So that a certain sum of money means for the money that he has, the value of goods that he has purchased. Only to the bearer or to the order of a certain person. Okay, so either he can get the money or he can transfer, because it's negotiable instrument, it is transferable. We can transfer that document to another person. Understand? So we have seller will receive that bill of exchange from the buyer. That means the buyer will give this seller, or example, 10,000 rupees. Then the seller need to give money for some other person, 10,000. So what he can do, he can write this bill of exchange, that person to whom he has to pay money. So it is transferred to some other person. So this sellers, that debtor, that person, the third person, go and get the amount from the buyer. Okay, that is what given to the order of a certain person or to the bearer of the instrument, or who is taking, bearer, one who is having the instrument. Okay, now you see that the seller has transferred that bill to someone. So the bearer means the third person now. First person seller, second person buyer, and the third person to whom it is transferred. So he is the bearer. He can go to the second person, one who, that drawee. Okay, that we will learn what are the terms in that one. That there also I will explain. Okay, so the bearer can receive the amount, or it can be received by to the order of a certain person. He can order to pay for some other person. Okay, here not the same person has to receive, we can transfer that one to any other persons. So we will learn the features. Okay, but it is an instrument in writing, it is given. So what is the first feature? It is a written document. Okay, then it unconditional order. So it is an unconditional order. Then order to pay a certain sum of money. Okay, that amount will be written. So it is a certain sum of money given, isn't it? Then it is signed by the drawer, signed by the maker, no? Maker and drawer. I told you, maker is called drawer. That means the seller. Okay, it is signed by the drawer. It bears stamp, or it is drafted on a stamp paper. It will have a stamp, or it will be written in the revenue stamp. Okay, or it will be written in a stamp paper. That stamp value of rupees will be given. You might have seen the document paper. Okay, then it is to be accepted by the acceptor. Acceptor means here the buyer of the goods. Okay, he should sign, only then it is valuable. If he is not, simply any person can write a bill of exchange on anybody's name, isn't it? So if it is accepted, if it is signed by the drawee, acceptor means drawee. Okay, so it must be accepted by the acceptor. The amount of the bill is paid to the drawer or to the endorsee. Okay, drawer means one who writes, that means the seller, or it will be transferred to another third person, I told you, isn't it? The drawer, he may give some amount to another person. So he will send that bill, he will write his name, and he will give that bill to the person. That person is called endorsee. That we will learn in the endorsement. That is one transfer of ownership. Okay. Now we will see one specimen, one copy. Nowadays we cannot see bill of exchange very often. I think the government organization only authorized to issue the bill of exchange. Okay, we have check, isn't it? Yeah, ordinary people can use check, but bill of exchange is drawn by the government. Okay, maybe the central government or state government or any local government. So you see a specimen of bill of exchange, stamp, revenue stamp, or it will be written in a big revenue, that stamp paper. That full amount will be given. You might have seen the stamp paper, isn't it? Then the drawers, one who writes the seller's address. Then the amount that the buyer has to give. See, 3 months after date. So the credit period is for 3 months. We will calculate 3 months after date means 3 months plus 3 days we need to calculate. Okay. Pay to me or to my order the sum of rupees 10,000 only for value received. So it is given in words. Here it is given in figures. Then 2. This is the acceptor, the drawee or the buyer. Okay. This is the drawer or the seller of goods on credit. Okay, this is the buyer of goods on credit. Then the name of the person, one who writes the bill, the drawer. Okay, here the address given, here the name given. Okay, this is the specified. So he has to pay this amount either to him, or if this document, if this instrument is transferred to some other person, that person only has to receive that amount. Okay. Now we will learn the important terms in this bill of exchange. Okay. What is drawing of a bill? Drawer. That means the seller or creditor. Okay. Creditor means one who sells the goods on credit. So he only prepares the bill. Okay, in this form. Okay, in this form. So writing the bill or the act of preparing the bill by the seller or the creditor is called the drawing of a bill. I told you, no, it is called drawing of a bill. One who writes the bill, that is called drawing of a bill. So here we should learn about the parties. Okay. Who is the drawer, drawee, payee? Okay, I told you, no, the person who prepares the bill is called drawer, or he is the creditor, or in simple form he is the seller. Okay, then who is the drawee? The opposite person, the person one who has to make the payment, he is called the drawee, or one who accepts to make the payment, he is called the drawee. Okay, drawer means one who prepare the bill. Drawee means one who has to pay the bill. Okay, then who is the payee? I told you, the third person if the bill is transferred. Okay, so in short, one who receives the payment. Either he may be a drawer, okay, or the third person, any person. Okay, because the bill can be transferred from one person to another. So at last one who is receiving the payment is called payee. Okay, he may be a third person or he may be the drawer of the bill. Okay, understood these three persons in the bill, three parties. Okay, then acceptance. I told you, what is acceptance? If the bill is accepted by the drawee, that he will pay that, he will make that payment to the drawer or to the payee. Understand? Okay, so it is accepted by the drawee or the buyer. Okay, that he will pay the, he will make the payment to the payee or the drawer. Okay, that means I will pay because he has purchased goods on credit from the seller. So he has to pay that amount to the drawer or to whom that drawer is transferring that bill. Okay, that is called acceptance. Now due date or days of grace. I told you, no, that the credit period will be written. Okay, if it is 1 month or 2 months or 3 months, then 3 days of grace will be added along with the credit period. Okay, that is called days of grace. Then if the date of maturity, then if it falls on a holiday, then the previous day, okay, the previous day will be the due date. Okay, for example, public holiday, if it is January 26th or August 15th, that we know public holidays. If the due date comes after adding 3 days as grace days, the preceding day will be the due date. Okay, they may ask for one word, so you should understand. Okay. Okay, so 3 days will be added along with the due date. Along with the due date means after adding 3 days only it is called due date. But if the due date falls on a government holiday, public holiday, the previous day will be considered as the due date. Okay. But if that due date falls on an emergency holiday, all of a sudden that like this, not corona, big many days holidays, due to heavy rain, okay, our main leader may pass away. So that day, the succeeding day, the next day will be the due date. Okay. Okay, students. So if it is on a government holiday, the previous day will be the due date. But if it is a emergency holidays, then the next day or the succeeding day will be the due date for the payment. Okay, students. Now we will learn the endorsement. I told you, it is nothing. Transferring the title of the bill or transferring the ownership of the bill to another person, that is called endorsement. Okay, so here what the drawer will do, the instrument is with whom? With the drawer, or one who writes the bill. He is the person to receive the amount, isn't it? So he is having the bill. So if he needs to pay to someone else the same amount, what he can do? He can transfer his ownership to that person, to the third person. Okay, here one who transfers the ownership, that means the drawer will be the endorser. Understand? Endorser. Then who will be the endorsee? To whom that bill is endorsed. Okay, so here the drawer only the endorser, the third person to whom the bill is transferred, that person is the endorsee. Okay, here who will collect the money? The endorsee. Understood? The endorsee only will collect. That means the payee. I told you, the payee, either he will be the drawer or the endorsee. Now you have understood who is the endorsee. Okay, it is easy only, but if you don't understand, you listen to my video once again. Okay, then you will understand. So endorsement you have understood. That means they will write the name and address of the person to whom it is transferred, and it will be signed by the drawer, one who is transferring. Okay, at the in front or at the back. Okay, or it may be done in a piece of paper also if the space is not sufficient, because it can be transferred to many people. So if the transfer of ownership from one person to another person of the bill is called endorsement. The person who transfers the ownership is called the endorser. The person to whom is the bill transferred is called the endorsee. Then endorsee is entitled to receive the amount. Okay. Then next one, discounting. So I told you, if the drawee, if the drawee or the buyer accepts that he will sign that I will pay the amount, what the drawer can do, he is having the bill in his hands, isn't it? So whenever he needs to get the amount, in emergency case, if he needs money urgently, what he can do, he can deliver the same document in his bank, and they will discount the bill, not the full amount of the bill, a part. They will deduct a small percentage as discounting charges. The remaining amount will be credited in his account. Okay, or he can get the cash immediately from the bank. Okay, so that is called discounting. That means before the due date. Okay, the due date will be after 3 months. So now within 1 month the drawer needs money. So he can take that instrument to his bank, and he can give the bill to the bank, and the bank, what they will do, because they pay the amount before due date, before 2-3 months, they will deduct 1% as discount and the remaining amount will be credited in his account. Okay, or they will pay the cash to the customer. Okay, that is called discounting. Next one, retiring of a bill. Sometimes you see the acceptor, that means he might have given 3 months due date, but the acceptor or the drawee, he gets a large amount within 1 month. What he can do? He can make the payment before the due date. Okay, that is called retiring of a bill. Okay, here that is what he will do. He will deduct one amount because he pays before the due date. So 1% he will deduct from the main amount, that is called the rebate. Okay, not this name is rebate and discount. Okay, here on this amount is called rebate because he has paid the amount within long before the due date. Okay, that is why he deducts some of the amount from the main amount. He will deduct 1%, that is called the rebate of the bill. Then renewal of the bill. Sometimes the acceptee, that means the drawee, may not be able to pay the amount within the due date, on the due date. So beforehand he may ask the drawer to renew the bill. Okay, but he will add some amount as interest because the credit period is increasing, isn't it? For the 3 months only he might have given that amount, so that period is extending, so he may add some amount as interest and he may draw a new bill. The old bill will be discarded, it will be demolished and they will write a new bill. Okay, that he may add some interest also. Okay, that is called renewal of the bill. Then the last one, dishonor of the bill. Dishonor, we know that non-payment of the amount of the bill by the drawee, by the drawee to the payee. Okay, so that is called dishonor. It may be usually if the drawer gives the bill to the bank, he has discounted, that bill will go to the drawee's bank. So if the drawee's bank, he does not have enough credit in his account, it will be dishonored. It will come back without money. Okay, that is called dishonor of the bill. Okay, students, so I have explained all the terms in this bills receivable, that bill of exchange. So tomorrow we will learn about the bills receivable book and bills payable book. Okay, students, so you study all these things here, that definition, and you read everything because they will ask one word from this one. Okay, then the question answers: short note on endorsement, short note on discounting. These two also you mark. Okay, Roman number 3, 3 mark question, 4A, 4B. Okay, endorsement and discounting. Okay, students, thank you very much.